Hello friends, this video on data handling part 4 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. So for the scenarios where frequency is very high and the counting is difficult, we introduce the concept of tally marks. So what are these tally marks? Now instead of directly writing the number of times as 5 or 3 or 4, what we do is we mark them. Now as we keep counting, like when you look at the set of data which is given, wherever you come across apple, you just mark a line. You put another line. You came across apple again, so you put another line. Apple again, another line. Apple again, another line. So like that, you just keep drawing these lines. And how that helps, you do not really need to count 1, 2, 3, 4. You just keep drawing lines, and then later, once you have done all the counting for all the entry, then later you can just write here what is the frequency for each entry. Now, in order to make tally marks even simpler and easier, what is done is, like when you come across apple for the first time, you mark one line. Second time, again a line. Third time, again a line. Fourth time, again a line. But fifth time, instead of making another line, you cross it. So what does that mean? That means that whenever you come across this entire thing, where you have 4 lines and the fifth line is crossing it, this together means 5. So if you ever come across a value where you have something like this, so what does that mean? That means that is getting repeated for 5 plus 5 plus 5, that is 15 number of times. So you see, looking at these, it became easier for you to actually write the frequency for each entry. So this is how the concept of tally marks will help you. So let us make use of tally marks. So tally marks, these are marks to indicate a group of 5, like what I told you. So instead of just giving lines one after another, you make 4 lines and then the fifth one is like a cross. So now let us take an example. For example, let us consider a similar set of data which is given to us, and we need to organize this data better. That is, we need to make a frequency distribution table making use of tally marks. So how do we do that? So this is how the table will look like, where we have first noted in the first column, we have all the possible options: apple, orange, grapes and mango. Now for apple, let us see how many times it is getting repeated. So for apple, so wherever, now you keep looking it from top to bottom, and whenever you encounter an apple, for example in A we encounter apple, again in D we encounter apple, for F we encounter apple, for I we encounter apple, for J we encounter apple, so we crossed it. So this is a group of 5. Now after J we encounter apple at M, again N, again P, again S, right? So these many times we encountered apple. Okay, let's move on to orange. So for orange, we encountered it for the first time in B, then in G, then H, then O, then Q, then R. Next is grapes. So grapes is encountered for the first time in C, then E, then K. That's it. What about mango? So mango is encountered for the first time in L. And do we encounter mango ever again? No. So these are the tally marks. So you see, while making the tally marks, you never bothered to count that, okay, we are at the 5th apple or we are at the 6th apple. We just kept on looking at wherever we are encountering an apple, and we just mark these tally marks. Now looking at these tally marks, this is 5, this is 4. So 5 plus 4 would be 9. This is 5, this is 1. So 5 plus 1 would be 6. Here it is 3 and here it is 1. So in this fashion, it became very easy to prepare the frequency distribution table. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com for free quality education. You can learn with a simple 4-step learning process wherein you can watch video lessons, you can ask your questions, you can refer notes, and you can take a free online test. We have content for class 6 to 12 on physics, chemistry, mathematics, and biology along with practical videos. So please subscribe to our channel for daily updates. Thank you.